Yeah, obviously. Well, first of all, Merry Christmas and happy holidays to everyone here. Yeah, obviously you got the Pack coming in, a great opponent, playoff opponent, really good defense, great scheme. They fly around, got really good players, pretty much good everywhere. Good on the back end, good linebackers, good defensive line. So we're excited for the challenge, and we'll be ready to roll.
Sam, what does it mean to you to be in a position where you're playing meaningful games late in the season? And particularly, you mentioned division rival with
Yep.
consequences for both teams.
For sure. Yeah, it's it's fun. It's fun to be able to play, big time football, to be able to play meaningful games towards the end of the season. But we're looking at it as just going 1-0. That's our whole mindset. This entire season, it's been our whole mindset, and we're just going to continue to have that throughout this whole week.
Summer, you mentioned a friend of yours who's a Packers fan who's excited that you came here. Is he no longer excited?
Yeah, I think, because he reached out to me that week, he's probably not going to reach out to me this week. Hopefully, for him, he's thinking maybe that'll change something. No, but he's a great buddy, so hopefully he'll reach out, but if not, I wouldn't be surprised.
What sense did you get of what this rivalry meant to the fan base and before coming here, and then what have you learned about it?
Yeah, obviously it's just the entire NFC North, man, is it's a incredible kind of rivalries or bitterness, I guess you could say, and it's awesome, man, to be able to run into Packers fans. And I'm not gonna lie, they're nice and everything, but when you start to talk about football, they're not shy about speaking their mind about who they think the better team is. So it's just fun, man. It makes everything more fun, makes the game more fun. That's the reason we play. Is because of the fans and how much energy they bring towards the sport that we play, and it's just makes it that much more fun.
Sam Ko was talking the other day about when it looks like you get hurt on the field, he can talk in your headset, ask you if you're okay.
Yeah.
You give him a thumbs up. What are those moments like for you? And how do you decide that you are good enough to keep going back in?
Yeah, it's if it's something that I've been dealing with for the past however many weeks, I know that the pain's gonna kind of subside, and I'm able to just give him a thumbs up and let him know that I'm good. That's pretty much it, man. And I'm smart enough to know if something does happen, just go down on the ground, whether it's serious or not. Just just go down and we'll figure it out. The refs will stop it. Other than 2-minute, obviously. But that's kind of the if something does happen like that, which hopefully it doesn't. That's kind of the game plan for that.
Is that just something going back to even when you first started playing the position, that you're going to have to play through some pain?
Oh, for sure, especially with the schedule, and we're just going to continue to play more games the more that we stay in this league, and it's fun, man. It's awesome to be able to play this game for as long as we do, and but that's part of it, is you're going to be dealing with stuff throughout the season, and that's just our job. That's part of the job, is to take care of your body throughout the week so that you're ready to go on Sunday.
We asked Justin a little bit about the flavor he puts on the routes.
Mm-hmm.
How is it like working with him every week? He said you see it out here before you see it on game day, but in terms of the guy putting his own flavor on routes, where's...
Yeah, I think for Jets, that's the biggest thing, is for him to be able to come out here during practice and have those reps, and have those very game-like reps out in practice, to be able to feel that as a quarterback is so important. And a lot of guys don't necessarily want to run full speed, and they don't want to break necessarily like they would in the game. But for him to be able to come out here and do that in practice, it obviously helps me as a quarterback to be able to feel his body language.
In your experience, do a lot of receivers kind of have their own take on things, or something unique in that way? Or?
Yeah, it's different. The way they get in and out of cuts, everyone's different, man. And especially guys like Jets, guys like J.A., really everyone on our team, TJ, the way that they're able to get in and out of cuts, everyone's different, and it just takes reps to get used to it.
How much do you think Justin's intensity like that in practice sets a tone?
Yeah, it's huge. It's his intensity during practice, and just the way that he comes out here every single day and walkthroughs in practice. Just his intention. It's contagious.
Sam, Aaron was talking about how important it was for him to go over 1,000 yards. I guess I'm curious about how just he's helped you and playing off him has helped you throughout the season?
Yeah, Aaron's been obviously huge, not just for me, but for our entire team. To be able to run the way that he's running, the aggression slash agility that he has when he runs, that kind of style where he can run through you, he can also run by you and juke you. So there's a lot of things that you gotta come prepared with as a defender when you're going against a back like Aaron, and it makes my job that much easier.
What has his impact been as a leader? What have you learned about him as a person?
Yeah, it's been awesome. I mean, you just get the same thing every single day. He's going to come in here, have a great attitude, pick up the game plan every single week. If he's got questions, he's going to ask me if I got questions on a certain route that he's running. Just the dialogue every single day that we have, not only about football stuff, but off the field things as well. Like it's incredible to have him as a teammate.
Are there certain things that came to fruition, like when you and he first walked in the building together, going back to when you signed?
Yeah, obviously, you have a little bit of time to think about that. Our lockers being right next to each other. It's special to be able to come in here with someone and talk about, a certain vision that you have, what you kind of want this team to be, and, how you envision the season going. There's all those things at the beginning of the year, and then to be able to come out here and just do what we do, man. Just be able to take it one at a time, one game at a time. Really one day at a time. That's the biggest thing, and for us to have that mindset and have a lot of guys on this team have a similar mindset, it's special.
Well, he gives out a lot of game balls, but what was it like to see Brian O'Neill give one to KO the other day?
It was awesome. I think KO might have deserved one before that as well. I know that was his first one of the season, but yeah, I mean, just the way that KO approaches every single week, the way that he gets us ready. And the way that he, not only calls plays on game day, but the way that he keeps things very relaxed on game day. It helps me go out there and play loose, free, and yeah.
KO's mantra has kind of been the 1-0 each week.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it seems like that's resonated with a lot of you guys. Like, why has that kind of been important?
Yeah, I mean, it's because, you get out here every single week, it feels the same. But when you think about just going 1-0, and it's not only just going 1-0 on Sunday, it's going 1-0 every single day, and just, having a great Thursday practice, being locked in on third downs, certain calls that we're making, all these things that are going on, like being locked into what's going on and not necessarily thinking about what's going to happen on Sunday, just being locked into, okay, what do we have to do today? That's kind of what that means, and I feel like a lot of the guys in that locker room resonate with it because we all share a similar mindset, and we truly just want what's best for the team. Yep. Good. Appreciate it, guys.